the Easter weekend. Little semblance in terms of prosecution. And I just want to find out if, because they say the wheels of justice grind, but they grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly fine. That exceedingly fine part is in contention right now. What do you make of the fight against graft? Because this administration has promised time and time again to fight cartels, to stamp out corruption in the country. As a matter of fact, they passed a Conflict of Interest Act not too long ago to strengthen the fight against graft. Are we serious about the fight against graft? Is the criminal justice system up to the task in terms of stamping out this vice?
If you look at what we call the psychic defeat theory, psychic defeat theory in criminal justice, for which I just got my second PhD recently, you'll find out that the methodologies of crime prevention in this country are just on paper, but on paper. What we are proposing is harsher penalties. Harsher penalties. If you go to China, we have the death penalty on corruption. If you go to Afghanistan, they have the best method, and Roots Party will borrow from Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, if you're found to have involved yourself in corruption, they will give you the right. You'll have to pass through the justice mechanism. And if you're found guilty, definitely they will hang you upside down. Just like they hanged the former president of Afghanistan. Hanging these people is the only solution. Introduction of death penalty will only be the solution, and that's why we in Roots Party are advocating. Forget about the human rights. Human rights is synonymous to corruption. We sing it every day and we play the opposite every day. So with all this that has been going on for the last 60 years, finding people who have been arrested by the ESCC, finding some of them, their charges being dropped when they are appointed to sing the tunes of President Ruto. I mean, this is all rhetoric. We shall start with Ruto himself. Let us try Ruto. Let us find out how he has amassed this wealth and why nobody is talking about it. Let us find out why Ruto's regime, people in Ruto's regime are not even talking about corruption. Let's find out why people like these people involved in the fuel scandal, why they resigned and no action has been taken. Why should we even have jails in this country, for God's sake? Why should we have the court system? As we are having a very serious approach. The Uhuru government, those who served in Uhuru government should be held accountable for corruption. And Ruto is playing it safe, and that's why Ruto has also backed up this. Corruption never rots. Corruption. Wale ambao waliiba wakati wa Uhuru Kenyatta, wale ambao wanaiba na Ruto sahi, wale ambao waliiba wakati wa Moi, all these people should be brought to book. And if 10 of them are hanged, we shall have a corrupt-free country. When I take over, for example, coming back to your question, this constitution here, we shall have to go back to seek, to ask Kenyans to review the constitution, because some of it was copied and pasted. We are not ripe for that kind of blue paper which has the judicial aspect, alafu tunasema constitution nini. Hapana, wizi umezidi nchi hii. For example, now if you look at people like us who advocate for changes in this country, you'll find out that we are given a very small kind of attention. I'm just telling Kenyans that time has come where wananchi should take the law in their own hands. If they find that you've stolen and the courts are not going to be favorable to you, let the Kenyans try these thieves in the open.
Yeah.
That's the only way, because the preamble allows that. If you look at the physiology in the preamble of we the people, let's take the law in our own hands. How would we be looking at SHA, for example? That, how is it called? SHA, what is the full abbreviation? Look at the mess. Look at the mess in hospitals today, and nobody's talking about it. Look at, come on. I feel like crying when it comes to these issues of corruption. Those who have stolen in this country, Kenyans should round them up. They should not make them sleep. Wewe ukiwa ni mwizi umetoka Mumias na tunajua ni mwizi, utakuja kulala Mumias nini? Let them start with me. Let them not sleep. Because Ruto has failed. The regime has failed.
Yeah. Professor, when we talk about the wheels of justice and how it is moving, there is the issue of, I'll give an example. EACC during the election period comes up with reports and says individual XYZ is not fit to hold office. They should not be cleared. That's their report. That report is forwarded to IEBC for clearance. But IEBC goes forward and says, we will clear this individual because the Constitution, I think it's Article 90, allows one to explore all the avenues of appeal until that time when he finishes that. So you find individuals who in the face of things, because they're being investigated, not suitable, because of EACC have said so, they still get cleared and get elected. Is it about time that we relooked at what EACC reports mean, and that it's about time we gave it power, that once EACC says you're not fit, it ends there? IEBC, DCI, whether you're cleared by them or not, once a single body in that chain says no, you do not run for office. But we do not want to do that because that has to go through Parliament. We have to amend the Constitution, and because you find, unfortunately, majority of these corruption cases involve them. The reason why it's not being passed, would you reckon?
First of all, I'll give you examples. Recently, there was the broad-based arena, where 5 people were cleared by the EACC. Oparanya had a case with the EACC. Alikimbia huko kupewa certificate. Aisha Jumwa was alleged to have murdered somebody.